We're back, people, and today we're going to film on Oregon cornerback Christian Gonzalez. I believe he's a top 10 pick in the draft. The draft is tonight, so whichever team takes him, or the first round is tonight, like, they're going to get an absolute stud of a player. I actually have him as cornerback one. I know a lot of people have Witherspoon. I just see Gonzalez as a more complete player, like the combination of traits that he has, like the size, length, very great athlete. Like, usually, like, when it comes to athleticism, corners either have the speed or the smoothness, but Gonzalez has both. He's super fluid in his pedal. His transitions are very quick, and then he has very good long speed. He really excels on a vertical plane, understands his positioning and leverage maintenance. He has good instincts, and then he just closes plays with amazing reactive athleticism, which is super special to watch. He's got good ball skills, body control, making plays at the catch point, and then just patience and coverage. He has plays with pretty solid technique overall, and I think he can still improve in some of those like areas technically, and he's already a top tier type of corner, and he just has those traits that translate perfectly to the next level. We get to watch him play some press man coverage, and he's just such a good player on the vertical plane. It's so difficult to beat him deep because he's just an effortless athlete, like working, like getting out of his pedal, very fluid. Right here, he goes for that jam, but this receiver gets really wide on his release, so he realizes he doesn't really need to, actually get the jam on him. He's kind of taking himself out of the play, and now he just runs with him, gets open fluidly, and now he's just running with him step for step. Now gets a little physical, squeezes him towards the sideline. Use the sideline to your advantage, and now the receiver's stepping out of bounds. He can't even make a play at the catch point, and then he's tracking it all the way, goes up. You can see the body control, the vertical explosiveness he has. He tested really well at the combine. Would like to see him come down with it, but he catches the ball more often than not. I would say his ball skills overall are pretty good. This is a tough one. The guy kind of makes a play at the catch point too, but just really good from a technical standpoint initially. Then gets nuance down the field, using the sideline to his advantage, and just athleticism popping all over the film every single time he makes a play. I feel like these types of plays are like his bread and butter. He's always making them. They try to throw these like fade / back shoulder throws, and Gonzalez just plays in perfect spots, and he understands how to play the ball. Like in this position right here, like he's playing high upfield shoulder like leverage, and look, he just stays patient, good bend in his stance right here. He's got a good base, patient, waiting for the receiver to commit, and then gets that two-hand jam. You can see the length in his arms too. Get this jam, and now he just commits, stays over the top. He's playing high upfield shoulder leverage, and based on his positioning, like if he was low hip, he would expect the ball to be thrown over the top, but now since his positioning here, he's expecting the back shoulder, so he turns his head back into the receiver to find the ball, and then makes a play at the catch point, gets physical. There's also like this narrative, like stigma that he's not very physical or doesn't tackle. I don't know where that comes from. Like, he's not Witherspoon. Witherspoon's like gonna destroy you, but he's a willing tackler and willing to get physical in the route stems, press, all those types of things. He's definitely not afraid to hit. Like, he has some punishing hits on his film as well, but definitely not as bad as people have made it out to seem. Gonzalez has some coverage versatility to his game. Like, he can play press man. He can also bail out, get in different positioning. He can play man, zone coverage, any types of looks that you really want, honestly. And then he has the ball skills, playmaking ability. He's a super athlete after the catch as well. Like, he can score anytime he touches the ball. But we'll watch this a little more slowly. He's bailing out the line of scrimmage instantly, and then this receiver takes this wider release, so he turns a nice little center field turn to get back into him, and then put himself in perfect positioning. And then even you can just see the fluidity. He's flipping his hips around so much here. Like, this is not easy for a corner to do. Take your eyes off, get physical, and now like once he turns back into him, he gets himself in the positioning he wants, gets a feel for where the wide receiver is, and now locates, finds the ball, attacks it, and still stays on his feet somehow here. You can see some strength, some balance after the catch. His athleticism, reactive athleticism, like finding these plays, instincts to put himself back into a good position on, these types of routes where he's, has to recover a little bit. It's just super impressive, the type of player that he is. Got Gonzalez kind of off the screen right here. They're running like cover 3, so he's in a deep third, and this play is absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's tougher to tell. Obviously, I don't have the all-22, so... But, like, I've seen the all-22 play of this version. I just can't show it. But here, he's leveraging multiple routes. Like, look at the two receivers that are threatening his deep zone. And once he sees this guy work, down the seam towards this safety right here, and he's just reading the QB's eyes, look at him, like, flip his hips like how much he flips it. Like he's completely horizontal right here, and he flips his hips back around, transitions so smoothly to get back to this outside route, puts himself in a position where he can make a play on both throws, and then ball skills, catches this away from the frame, gets the interception, and ends up returning it pretty far. Like he's so fluid too. Like look how easily he just makes people miss. Like you can see it after the catch, you can see it in coverage, you can see it in multiple different ways. Hip fluidity is so important for a corner. Gonzalez is got that, very like a lot of it, like more than you would expect. But like he's easily a top 10 player in this class. Like has all the traits that you look for in a top corner. Like kind of he gives me Marshawn Lattimore vibes coming out of Ohio State. Similar players for sure. Eric Gonzalez at the top of the screen. Another play where he's facing those back shoulder fades, and he does a great job again. Like he's just expecting it. It's a 3rd and 5 situation. He's got great situational awareness. You can see the patience here. He stays square, stays patient. It's good technique. Waiting for the receiver to commit. He's got eyes on the hips. Good base, good bend. And then you can see once he commits to the outside, he gets over the top, puts himself in good positioning. Like this is really impressive because he plays with a lot of patience here and is still able to maintain that like high upfield shoulder leverage. And then he leans into the receiver. He sees the receiver leaning into him. He just has a great feel for that, great instincts, knows the ball's coming on the back shoulder, and then makes a play at the catch point like it's nothing on a 3rd down situation. High level stuff again from Gonzalez. These types of plays, like I've been saying, all over his film. He makes them in his sleep. You're probably going to see him make these plays very easily at the next level because he's very comfortable with it. He's not afraid to get beat over the top. That's why he's so comfortable like preparing for the back shoulder, because he has so much speed, fluidity, and he has the length to recover and make a play at the catch point on those deep vertical routes. Last play, that'll break down for Christian Gonzalez. Just here's a different type of look. We haven't seen him in this, but like he loves to disguise his coverages. He will show press a lot and then bail. Here he looks like he's going to, zone turn out of it just based on his body positioning pre-snap and how he has his hips open right here. And then, he resets, gets in like now he's playing just some off-man coverage, flat foot read, and then he's just reading the receiver here. And once he breaks to the inside, he closes on this very quickly. He closes on it so fast he gets there before the ball even arrives, and then makes an easy play at the catch point. So just so many different looks that he can play and so many different disguises that, a defensive coordinator will love to use with him. He loves to get nuance in his play. He'll even go out there and use some different like nuanced techniques like a fake jam, which was something like Patrick Surtain was using coming out of college, who I was also a big fan of. Also kind of similar games, but Gonzalez, just a freak in nature type of athlete, making plays all over the field. I just feel like he's going to go to the NFL and be a number 1 corner for a team right away. Any team should love to have him. And if he doesn't go top 10 tonight, I think, the NFL, some teams are making a mistake. But Gonzalez in this class, really good player. My number 1 corner probably will go as a number 2 corner, which is, it happens. Happens every year. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Peace, 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 peace.